I think I've always felt that my mother was beautiful. Um, and I realized one day that she was very sexy too. I remember being pretty young and walking down the sidewalk behind her. We were walking toward our house, and I was several feet behind her. And I saw her hips swaying, and I looked behind myself to see if my hips were swaying. My name is Sharon Robinson.
My name is Mildred Robinson. I'm originally from the South, but I've lived in New York. I went to New York University there, and I moved to San Francisco, and then I became pregnant with Sharon.
My name is Kathy Eldon.
My name is Amy Eldon Turteltaub.
She was barely born when she started watching me put on makeup. I mean, she must have been like a year and a half old. And then by the time she was 2.5, she could do lipstick better than me. And quite frankly, I think the makeup tips,
Well,
beauty
now it's
tips,
just I have to make sure her eyebrows don't
it
go
goes
down to
this
here.
way.
Or
Exactly. She was a very pretty little girl, and it worried me that she would become vain. So I used to say to Amy, you know, the reason you're beautiful is because you're beautiful inside.
She did drill that into my head because she did see a vain little girl when I was small and always doing my hair and 8 changes of clothes a day.
Amy always made me feel beautiful, and she would draw pictures of me looking like a princess. So whenever I was around Amy, I felt beautiful.
My mother has always been a very strong and personally powerful person, and that strength that she always displayed had an effect on me. She always had a way of presenting herself elegantly and always looked really good. I mean, we didn't get into the specifics of things like makeup and lotions and things like that, but that was always part of the picture.
I always felt that I knew what to wear, when to wear it, and I just had an innate ability to do that. I dressed the way I felt I should. I always felt that I was in charge of my beauty. And I was beautiful from within, really, because I enjoyed people. And I never felt that I couldn't do anything. I just felt I could move the world. And Sharon noticed that about me.
I didn't really feel beautiful as a young girl. I did have a sense of personal strength and an innate sense of confidence that I did definitely get from my mother.
Growing up, I was pretty obsessed with weight, and I was always just a little bit over or way over, and I think I was so obsessed with that part of me that it overrode everything else.
I have my own insecurities. Growing up, would feel, either be rejected or feel heavy or whatever I had. But my mother was able to say, "How do you feel?" And I was able to tell her.
I did it all. I mean, bulimia, standing by the refrigerator with a pint of or a quart of ice cream, hiding behavior that you're not proud of, and then feeling shameful and blameful and guilty about yourself. To have all that creative energy going into worrying about what goes in your mouth, it's a shocking waste of energy. And for me, it was learning how to be honest and true to myself and express who I really am in the most honest way that I was able to move on from it.
I think when you're happy, your body finds its right weight. And I think I was lucky that I stood on my mother's shoulders, and so I didn't have to go through a lot of those particular issues because my mother was so proud of me.
I used to look at Sharon and think to myself, oh my God, she's such a gorgeous kid. And she's always into things, and I knew that she was going to do well.
I always planned on being a very accomplished person, and I know that I got that from my mother. I'm a singer and songwriter. I'm writing songs for my own career and my own album. It's a very hectic pace. It's a challenge in this work to keep yourself together. When you're strong within yourself and you're sort of clear about yourself, you attract people to you. And I think that my mother's always been that way.
I want to be active until the good Lord calls me in. Just keep on believing in yourself. And that's what I always did. Because I feel like I've been very successful with my daughter. Beautiful daughter.
My mother and I have always had a pretty good flow of communication, but maybe when I was younger, I was more the daughter and she was more the mother, and now I think we pass it back and forth. I'm her friend, I'm her mother, she's my friend, she's my mother. So it's more of an equal friendship.